Hello, you guys. It's Maddie Good Gemini 444 back with another collective reading. We just had a beautiful new moon in Taurus last night, May 16th. Today's May 17th. This is going to be a timeless collective reading, though. So, for whenever this is reaching you, if it resonates, take it. And like the rest of the messages, take what resonates and leave behind what does not. Not every collective reading you come across is going to be for you. So if the title resonates, if my energy resonates with you, let's lock in, let's go, let's get into the message. Because new moons are all about manifesting, I kind of want to do like a 2 week ahead forecast until we go to the next moon phase with the full moon. And I had my questions cards that I use for the collective. So, what guidance is available on how I can manifest the life or experience of my dreams? And the other question is, what is working when it comes to manifesting abundance in my life? So, I thought those were great questions in alignment with the new moon energy. So, I want to get right into that. So, let's see, what is the astrological energy forecast for the next 2 weeks for the collective seeing this message? Okay, I believe this is South Node in Libra. I believe my South Node is in Libra. Wait. Hold on. I need to double check the symbol. My bad, you guys. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure this is South Node. Yes, I knew it. Okay, gotta trust my intuition more. So, South Node in Libra. So, my North Node is in Libra, and my South Node is in Aries. Not to make this about me, but I'm thinking of it because I'm always thinking about North Node Libra. So South Node Libra. South Node is all about comfort, your comfort zone, and how the comfort zone can be like restricting you or suffocating you in some way. It could also be about the past, our past lives. Um, so South Node in Libra, maybe this could be. I did a reading earlier this week about past life relationships because Libra is the seventh house. It is all about like connections and relationships. It's balance, harmony, truth. Um yeah, so maybe this is potentially like some sort of, I don't know why they just gave that to me of like there is a past life version of you or like, ooh, yeah, there's like a past life. What's the way that spirit wants to bring it through? Like a past life vibration or code that is coming online and you haven't been in connection to this energy in this lifetime yet. It's like you're about to step into a new experience that's in alignment with something you've done in a past life or like this energy that you're healing energy from the past in some way. This could also be like making peace with the past. Definitely. Let's see. I want to go forward with this. Bottom of the deck of the astrology deck is retrograde. So, Spirit, what is the astrological energy that is significant to how the collective can manifest the life or experience of their dreams? Thank you. Scorpio, Mercury, and Midheaven. Beautiful. I don't want to take all three of these. I want to just get one card. And I'm keeping that in mind. Scorpio, Mercury, that's like communication. Yeah, like this is deep communication that's coming from like another light. Like that's the way that this is coming through to me. Like you're connecting with a past version of yourself either in this life or in a different lifetime. Like you're getting information from your higher self. Aries act. Okay. And moon. So you could be an Aries moon. The number 19 could be significant. Your birthday could be January 19th because I'm seeing 119 that's coming out here. So you could also be an Aries sun. But with act, the guidance, Spirit's literally saying you have to act. You have to initiate. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It is like the beginning, the birth. So Aries is all about, and it's a fire sign. It's all about initiation, action, going for it. Somebody who's an innovator, somebody who, does the tasks and the actions that must be done to create their dreams. And does so with, you know, they're giving me the word fervor. what does the word fervor mean? Sometimes spirit gives me words like in English or in other languages. Fervor. That I have to look up. Fervor. There we go. Definition. An intense, passionate, and steady emotion or enthusiasm. Yes. It can often be used to describe someone displaying deep warmth, zeal, or earnestness towards a cause or an activity. I never say this fucking word. I can't make this shit up. It's how I channel. It's my clairaudience. I just hear it. Wow, it originates from the mid 14th century Latin word fervere, which literally means to boil or to be hot. Wow. Dedication to something. A steady burning. Wow, this is so beautiful. This could be the past life connection to mid 14th century. We could ride with that. You don't have to resonate with that particularly, but you have to take action towards something. If this is a goal, this is a project, this is a career, this is a business, this is a routine, these are habits, you have to take the action required to manifest the life or experience of your dreams. Maybe you've been waiting for your life to manifest differently, and you have to take action. It's like you can't get more clear than that. And when it comes to what's working with Moon here, I feel like you could be possibly like tending to your emotions, because the Moon is all about emotions and the subconscious mind. So what's working when it comes to manifesting abundance is that you are changing your perception on certain emotions. Or like, I don't know why they keep giving me the past of like, you are shifting your perception over something in the past. And what's so crazy is I've pulled the Justice card and seen the Justice card in my mind's eye several times this week. And so I was studying the Justice card in one of my books, and it said something very particular about that. Like, justice is about the concept of, it's like the psychic. I need to read what I wrote down because, yeah, I feel like it's significant. I have my flashcard right here for it. Do I? Oh, no, it's over here. The psychic laws of justice depends on seeing the truth about ourselves, our life, and understanding the past. So you are seeing the past differently, and justice is Libra energy. Wow, yeah, this is significant. Understanding the past differently, seeing yourself differently. And I even had a note in this book on this particular page that I wrote, and it said something of like, what were your actions that you took? What was your part in the situation? What do you need to change? What do you need to do to change the circumstance if you're not happy about it? So, yeah, taking action. This is beautiful. Such good energy so far, but you're understanding the truth about yourself differently, and then that is going to help you manifest the life or experience of your dreams by taking different actions, doing new things. Like I said, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so it's the beginning of something new. So trying new things. I feel like Aries are very confident and headstrong, so it's like they go after what they want. Nothing, like, they don't take no for an answer. They make things happen. Aries, I feel like I don't know an unsuccessful Aries, to be honest. 909 on the timer when I said that. You could be an Aries moon and have Virgo sun or rising, because I just saw the 909. So I'm pulling from my animal spirit deck to see what guide I literally channeled a bear today. And I even thought when I pulled out this deck, I feel like we're going to see the bear. So, okay. What guidance is available to the collective on how they can manifest the life or experience of their dreams? What guidance is available? Thank you. Crow. Creation. Creation. You know what's crazy? And I have not brought this up in a reading yet. So I saw a crow a couple months ago. And the crow was holding a stick, and it was so significant to me because the stick was in the symbol. It was like in a rune symbol, like shape. It was holding it in its mouth. I'm like, that crow is fucking holding a rune. Like, this is a message from spirit. I don't remember exactly what rune it was. It's like the one that kind of looks like a Y with two little, instead of one like slash on the side, there was two. And it said something was about creativity. It was crazy. So that was kind of a sign from spirit of like something new is being created. Bottom of the deck, buffalo. So we have air and earth energy. So I'm not going to get too deep into the astrological symbols, but the Libra energy so far is very strong. We have Aries and we have Virgo. We also saw Scorpio. So what is working when it comes to manifesting abundance in your life is you like being creative, you taking action towards what makes you feel alive, inspired. I'm going to read out of the book because I always love reading out of my book for this deck. Spiritually strong, creative, watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities: past, present, and future. Whoa. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, psychic, strong, and clear. When out of balance, ungrounded, hypersensitive. To bring into balance, daily meditation practice. Beautiful. And it's so crazy because the Libra energy, and it's talking about balance. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study, daily meditative practice. So this could be the guidance around how to manifest the life of your dreams is by creating healthier habits, connecting with others, initiating plans with other people. Maybe you've been 12:21 on the timer. Maybe you've been waiting for other people to make plans. You need to like reach out to people. You need to like initiate those plans. And I also feel like like we were talking about with the past version of you, I feel like when it comes to that daily meditative practice, maybe if you are open to it, getting creative with your meditative practice, maybe getting creative with your routines and meditative practices is part of that, of like switching things up, doing different types of meditation, walking, yoga, dancing, stretching, breathing, breath work, all of that. Right? So this is making me think of like you getting creative and maybe talking to your higher self, your past self, your inner child, trying to connect to your past lives, right? You being able to see that because every single human being has psychic gifts and the ability to connect to their intuition. To develop those gifts, it's dependent on if you choose to do so. But if you're watching this reading, you probably have, my throat is closing up as I'm saying that, you probably have a very strong third eye and the ability to see. And this is something spirit probably wants you to open up and start exploring. That's you trusting yourself, you getting creative with the healing modalities that you're incorporating into your life. I just heard holistic, so maybe you're getting more into like holistic healing. Okay, let's see. Okay, bottom of this deck says failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So what is the guidance around manifesting the life or experience of the collective's dreams? What guidance is available to the collective? Thank you, Spirit. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So, okay. There's a couple different things that are coming through for me with this combination. So the first thing is the fact that when it comes to manifesting the life of your dreams, there's a need to balance your ego. there is an important balance that you must have when it comes to your pride and your ego. Because if it gets inflated, because I think that that's no shade to my Aries people out there, love you guys, but Aries energy can get a bit, cocky, overconfident, um, like and it said that about self-examination or self-awareness. So I feel like maybe I just heard like one track mind of the guidance of you could be like only focused on your success, but you have to know that there's no greater goal than to love. So it's like, how can you love along the way and focus less on what you are trying to get or make, and fall in love with the process, fall in love with the people who are supporting you in your life, that are allowing you to feel grounded enough to even like approach this project or to do the things. It's like you taking action also when it comes to showing up for other people, having fun with the people in your life, bringing good vibes and good energy, because the Aries energy can sometimes be in that kind of like shadow selfish mode. I'm only focused on my success, and I don't really like I'm just looking to see what I can get out of this experience or situation. But on the other side, it's like I know the goal, I know I'm going to achieve it, I'm confident in myself, and I can, and I know that I need to have the balance of like giving to other people as they give to me, connecting to others. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So I think this is also part of your guidance is stop. I just heard stop comparing yourself to other people to manifest the life or experience of your dreams. Instead of comparing yourself of like, oh, I don't have that life that I want. Start looking at the people who do have what you want and say, oh, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Maybe I could ask that person for advice. Why do I admire this about this person? Maybe it's like something that you're recognizing, oh, I'm being way too materialistic. What do I truly want, right? Let's get one more. What is working when it comes to manifesting abundance in the collective's life? What is working when it comes to manifesting abundance in the collective's life? Thank you, Spirit. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone in service. So yes, there is a need to connect to other people, to help other people. Manifesting abundance, the more that you help, I feel good when I help others, and I know that I'm never alone. There is such a deep importance. I really relate to this message. There's such a deep importance around manifesting abundance and the life of your dreams and more money and happiness and peace. You have to connect to other people and you have to help other people. If that's not like a number one priority in your life, there is like a spiritual hole that will just be there. And because it's the concept of like manifesting the life of your dreams. So for the spirits wanting me to explain it in that way of like, rich people or celebrities, and you hear stories about people who have money and it's like they're miserable, or people on the outside. Like don't get the illusion of social media is something that's coming into my mind right now too, of like, don't get too caught up on people seeming happy, because what they're posting on social media, they're not going to post themselves, that's not what people like. Some people do that like to help and be like, oh, look, it's relatable that I'm upset or like I'm going through this. But most people are posting, look at me, look what I have, look what I'm doing, look how happy I am. It's an illusion, right? And the more things that you have on the outside, they will like, you could have everything in the world, but if you are like spiritually unfit, if you are spiritually empty, no amount of money, no amount of things, no amount of no amount of sex, drugs, money, like people, shopping experiences, nothing is going to fill that pit on the inside. Six of Cups, definitely. We had this a couple weeks ago. Inner child past stuff. So what really makes your inner child happy? How can you be of service to your inner child? How can you reconnect with your inner child? There's a lot here about you connecting to different versions of yourself. just inner connection. Taking is going to help you when it comes to taking action. So if you are creating a strong foundation, because Aries is connected to Mars in the Tower card, and the Tower talks about like something blowing up, because the foundation was shaky. It needs to be rebuilt. So there's something here about your ambition. You're just going to keep falling through like the pit that is in the ground because you haven't built a strong enough foundation to build off of it yet. So Five of Pentacles starting at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, what's after that is the Six of Pentacles, being of service and being and charity and helping others and equal give and take. So, or other people helping you. Five of Pentacles is that feeling of loneliness. So you see that in this deck, the key is right behind her. It's right there. But she's choosing to be in despair and look down. It's like the answer is right in front of you. The Five of Pentacles and the Rider-Waite, it's the two homeless people that are injured and they're walking past the church. And a lot of the time when you look at that card, it's like, are they choosing to ignore the church? They know that there's help available to them, but they're choosing to stay in this lack mindset. They don't believe they deserve it. They're in a lack mindset or in a poverty mindset or in a fear mindset. They don't want to connect with other people. They feel like they're not going to relate to the people inside. Maybe they think that the people inside don't want to help them. Maybe you've been rejected by a group before and you have an issue with loneliness here, but you have to know you are never alone. I'm going to share it because I feel like it's very powerful. And I think I was thinking about if I want to, because it's like a personal spell of mine, but I feel like this will benefit someone watching. And if it's going to help it's going to help at least one person, I'm going to feel good about it. So, one of my favorite, it's kind of like a robotic affirmation that I say, to rewire my thinking when I notice that I'm thinking negatively or I'm feeling lonely, is I say, Spirit fills me with so much love that the only approval I seek is my own. I am never alone. So yeah, that might help somebody. Words are spells. So your thoughts and your words are spells that create your reality. And so when we talk about manifesting the life or the experience of your dreams, it has to come from your mind and your words. With this action here, maybe you've been writing down. I think somebody needs to hear this too, of like, you can do all the scripting in the world, all the robotic affirmations, all of like that stuff. If you don't take the action steps towards what needs to be done when it comes to your manifestations or just like your day-to-day life and routines, it's not just going to happen to you. Like, yes, sometimes things will come in from manifesting, but for the most part, you have to do that work. You have to work with spirit. The Magician card is really coming through because, like, that card is about manifesting, but it's about manifesting through action. The Magician is masculine energy. It's the archetype of masculine energy. You have to take action to create what you want. You have all the tools. So let's see. What guidance is available to the collective on how they can manifest their dreams? We have the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful. This is all about discipline. 2332 on the timer when I said that. That breaks down to 55. So this could be a need to change with that 55. Change your discipline. The Nine of Pentacles, this is so funny because Success came out and I did if you want to check it out, maybe if you don't have to, but I made a TikTok reading earlier this week and the word successful came out like 3 times and there was a card that said single, sexy, and successful. This is that card. This is the epitome of single, sexy, and successful. Okay, Nine of Pentacles is financial abundance. And financial abundance, and because the pentacles also represent like the 3D world, our body, our health, it's having, and you've created that wealth of abundance in whatever way. So I feel like what the guidance that's available to you here is, I think first of all, trusting your own instincts and your own self more, because it's like you've come so far already. Like this wouldn't be coming out as the guidance I just heard you need to believe you're worthy of this. Because some of you are acting as if you are not worthy of this life. That Five of Pentacles was very significant because that talks about lack mindset. It talks about being stuck in a poverty mindset and stuck in negativity when it comes to your reality, and feeling like you're stuck in this pit of despair and nothing good is happening to me, right? That's a mindset though as well. Like there's action, like I said, they could choose to go inside the church to get help. So the Nine of Pentacles, they use their resources. They have an abundant, affluent life around them. And there's a snail on the Rider-Waite card. It talks about like moving very slow. This is like a life of abundance that's built on day-to-day work of taking action towards taking care of yourself. And I just heard like instinct. So maybe you need to be trusting your instincts more and listening to like, what does my body need? 2552 on the timer. I'm seeing a lot of mirrored numbers in this reading. Breaks down to 77. Let me see. Bottom of the deck is 9 of Wands, another 9. So 9, 9. I just got 5, 5, 9, 7, 7, 9, 9. So all the odds at the end of the cycle. So odd numbers indicate movement. Even numbers are more still. So there's definitely movement happening here. Knight of Cups under that. Nines are about the subconscious mind, and they can also talk about compassion. So I feel like this is like there is subconscious patterns that are going to be rewired, and you are going to manifest the life of your dreams by taking different actions in your life and finding discipline with yourself without like beating yourself down for not doing one thing one day. It's instinct. It's the ability to take care of yourself. And it's like discipline to me, and what I've learned and what's helped me over the years is discipline is not perfection. Consistency is not perfection. It's about like getting up faster than you would have before. Like, for example, I've made some big changes when it comes to my self-care over the past couple of years, and especially in the last year. And the biggest difference is that it's become such a regular part of my routine. I do it every day, but there's like, if there's one day that I miss, which is not that often anymore, but when I do, I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just going to keep doing it. You know, I'm not like, oh, fuck, I can't, do this every day. I just suck. And I'm not good at taking care of myself. But it's like, you are good at taking care of yourself if you decide to be and you start taking the actions towards doing that. Nine of Pentacles is like, this is to me giving like ultimate self-care. Like every night, I don't know why I'm imagining somebody every night, like putting lotion on your body. And as you're like, a lot of glamour magic is coming through, especially with the Crow and the Nine of Pentacles. So like you can do glamour magic by like when you're putting lotion on every night, imagining like, I am beautiful, my skin is so soft, I'm like so deserving of nice things, I love taking care of myself, I love my young skin, I'm aging so gracefully, I love like feeling my skin, I'm so connected to my body, you know what I mean. But with the Nine of Wands is like, I fought really hard to get here. So Spirit is saying like, when it comes to manifesting the life or experience of your dreams, you don't have to fight anymore. Spirit doesn't want you to have to fight or work as hard. The Nine of Wands is all about like rest after like being in survival mode for a long time. And Spirit just wants you to take care of yourself. Like doing less is going to manifest more. And a lot of people don't understand that. And they think, how is doing less? And that's the contradictory. It sounds contradictory, right? Where I'm saying, take action. You need to take the action to make it happen. And then I'm saying, but you have to rest. It's all about balance. Like we said, it's balance, right? The ability to do both and find master manifestors. And I always say that master manifestors 2929, 1111 know how to have balance. And they master balance and the ability to know when to act and know when to be still and rest. That is how you manifest. It's not just like go, 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 go. And then, or like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm just waiting, sitting, and, and stewing forever for long periods of time, right? There needs to be balance. That's the most important detail, right? Is like, I feel like somebody needs an explanation of like what this could mean. So like, also candles could be significant, maybe like lighting a candle, like I said, holistic or aromatherapy, just making yourself feel good. That's really what this card is giving me. And this is more Virgo energy, by the way. So a lot of Virgo energy is coming through the reading, but this is like, how can I make my house smell good? How can I make myself smell good? Um how can I look good? How do I like, this is loving the way that your life looks and feels, and like drowning in it in the best way, being like buttered up. I don't know why I feel like somebody needs to put on more lotion because they keep giving me that concept. Is that the Lovers? Okay, don't fuck with me. Just to prove to you how crazy, and you saw me shuffle. This is so crazy. So 3 of Cups, the Lovers. I want to show you, and you see my cards. This is from when I did my own reading earlier today. Look was at the bottom of the deck, and I remember the Lovers and the 3 of Cups. I can't make this shit up. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And that's friendship. That's making connections. That's having fun. That's joy, celebration, like it said on the Crow card. Joyfully celebrating with friends. Wow, this is so beautiful. Okay. Okay, 5 of Wands is what is working in your life with 7 of Wands. And I pulled 7 of Wands for my card. And the 6 of Wands. So it's crazy that the 5 and the 7 are coming out. But for what's working when it comes to creating what you want, I feel like this is the fervor energy. So this is the ability to push when you need to push, but I feel like they just said getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, but in a balanced way. So let me go back. I didn't explain the full thing that I was talking about before. So this is like, when I'm talking about the balance when it comes to your routine and the ability to act and be still, and not like just being in one or the other. This is like having a week where 4 days out of the week you feel great, you're doing things, you have things going on, and then a couple other days of the week maybe you get sad, maybe you're tired, maybe you're resting and recuperating, and you choose to honor your body and not do anything. That balance of energy, is like that's the power right there. That's the sweet spot right there. They're showing me the Temperance card with like transmuting energy, and like the Temperance card is all about the middle path and the ability to find balance in terms of using, I want to read my Temperance flashcard that I have right here. Combining elements of life or the personality to flow with the outer world. Card of behavior, not concepts, behavior. Personality released by a fearful experience of death. We need only be ourselves to connect with the immortal universe, dealing with life as it comes. Moderation, balance, middle path. Right action is sometimes doing nothing. Waiting, patience, combination of energies. Inner awareness applied to the real world after an ego death. 3344 on the timer. I just keep seeing all these angel numbers. So with the 5 and 7, and that's crazy. Oh my god, you know what I said? 55, 77, 99? 9, 5, 7. That's crazy. The 6 of Wands is right under that. Shut the fuck up. The sound better be recording on this, because sometimes the sound goes out, and if it's not, I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna pause and wait because it has to save. Okay, the sound was working. Oh, I just got the chills. Wow. I literally told you, I can't make this shit up. I just said that I got the 6 and 7 of Wands. 6, 7. And the 5 of Wands came out too. So 567 could be an angel number you see this week. Right under that's the ace, the Queen of Wands, Aries energy. This is the queen of magic, the queen of manifesting, the queen of attracting. She is like kind of the epitome of the balance of action versus stillness, because all the queens are represented by water energy. So she is fire. The wands are fire. She is fire of water. So she knows how to transmute energy. She knows that sometimes less is more. She's so confident. Has a strong magnetic pull that like she is pulling her desires towards her. 5 of Cups and the Death card right under that. And there's Temperance. I can't make this shit up. That's wild. Because Death is followed by Temperance. We have Death, 10 of Wands, Temperance right here. So this is, to me, you are like leaving the past behind. And you are literally, it said that. Inner awareness applied to the real world after the ego death. Personality released by fearful experience of death. We need only to be ourselves to connect with the immortal universe. You don't have to carry this baggage from the past anymore. Like, you've been through shit, you've transformed, you're being reborn. And you are integrating this new version of yourself into the world. That's what's manifesting. And 5 of Cups, Queen of Wands, this is you transmuting your sadness, releasing your pain. Allowing yourself to feel grief, but not sitting in it. That's the key. 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands. That I still can't get over all the synchronicities in those cards from my reading that I did for myself. If you don't believe me, I can pull them out, but trust me, right there are the 6 and the 7 of Wands. So I want to see what I wrote about those cards. This is just the synchronicities I have to pull because I wrote all these cards today and I feel like there's messages in here. And then we'll get into the oracle. But 7 of Wands is all about like persistence. I think I'll read what it says here. But okay, 7 of Wands. Powerful protection from your spirit team or guides. So that's what's happening. That's also what's working when it comes to manifesting abundance. Your spirit team is working for you. Your spirit team is moving you, helping you climb the ladder. Your spirit team is supporting you. I know that this can talk about conflict, but it's like if you think it's like healthy conflict. I feel like that's what this is saying here. Healthy competition. There's a need to kind of get comfortable putting yourself out there. It's not just going to show up, you know. That's a Wands card. 7 of Wands. Through active conflict, the ability to rise above depression into the clear, intoxicating air. You are alive, and a charge of adrenaline is needed to show you fire still runs through you. Ooh. Using the exhilaration or excitement of conflict to rise above uncertainty. 6 of Wands. Those are all 7 of Wands. 6 of Wands. Optimism produces the very success it desires and expects. True belief in ourselves is required to find the energy to accomplish what we want and to inspire others to follow. 6s are about communication and gifts. So 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands. This could be like you are actually like walking into your purpose, and it's going to be a gift to other people, you doing this, whatever this is. Let's see. These are all in the reverse. I'm not really taking the reverse of this energy because this feels like such a positive reading. Okay. So the one card I want to read. Okay, these two are important. I'm just gonna take the top 2 cards. So, what do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? And we're literally talking about what guidance is available to you on how you can manifest the life of your dreams and manifest more abundance. It couldn't get more clear than this. How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy. It ebbs and flows. You are worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. Take a deep dive into your belief system around money. Are there beliefs you need to upgrade to create the results you are wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. Is it time for a sacred shift? What will your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I am grateful for money because. That is beautiful. And that's crazy because it says, what am I grateful for right now? Right after that. Adopt an abundance mindset. Wow. Gratitude is the antidote to all of our problems. It is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves our health, opens our heart, and changes our state. The universal law of attraction says that when we attract into our lives that on which we are focused. Close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and think of 3 things for which you are grateful for today. Notice the abundance growing within you. So I feel like that's very, very crucial here. Creating a daily routine around gratitude. And that's how you're going to create more abundance. You have so much. It's like the concept of like, you're not in a lack. You're not like, oh, I don't have what I want. You're like, I have everything I need and I just can't wait for more to keep coming. That kind of just also reminded me of the Queen of Wands and the Five of Cups of like, choose what you're focusing on. Are you focusing on like where you feel empty, or are you filling that through action? Are you filling yourself? Are you doing things to spark your confidence? Are you doing things to take care of yourself? I feel like a spiritual routine, when it comes to affirmations, journaling, getting dressed every day, taking care of your body, like it said from the crow, like your eating habits, your daily meditation, getting focused, like learning how to, this is even with the spiritual protection aspect of the Seven of Wands, getting very serious and like fighting for your beliefs and fighting for your daily spiritual practice, like strengthening yourself spiritually, is very crucial here. Like nothing can touch you because you're so strong and you are so capable of literally creating the future you want. This is victory. This is being seen, baby. There is nothing that is stopping this victory. Like your victory is protected. You are on the way. That is so beautiful. Okay. Can you see Moo Moo? Say hi, Malcolm. Oh, okay. He's being shy. Okay, so let's pull your oracle card. This has been a great reading. Just saw synchronicity. A synchronicity I've been seeing a lot, and maybe you will see it too. And I hope she doesn't mind me sharing this. I know she won't. But my coworker said she had a dream and she saw the number 9191. Then later that day, I saw something about Psalms 91. And then so we keep talking about it, and we have been seeing the synchronicity of Psalms 91. Like she even just texted me again like a couple hours ago of another time she was seeing it in a comment. Today when I was reading about the Justice card, it was on page 91. So just synchronicities are, just let me explain for you. Synchronicities, repetitions of numbers, symbols, songs, certain things or that you think that are being like reflected back to you in your reality and being confirmed. That is how spirit communicates. So that is confirmed, and some people are like, what does that mean? Sometimes people will take those things and they like get very like specific on like what it's supposed to mean. And really it just is confirming alignment. It's confirming that you are awake and spirit is talking to you. And I saw for example, I saw 222, which is the number of alignment and keeping the faith. I saw that driving earlier, and I keep seeing that number. And when I see that number, it's like, just, okay, I can't assign a meaning to it. It means and twos are all about balance. So I'm in balance. Everything's in alignment. Everything's exactly how it's supposed to be. Everything's good, right? Sometimes people will be like, okay, but I still don't know what it means. It just means you're in alignment. Numbers are energy. Numbers and patterns of numbers repeating, again, are how spirit communicates. Spirit speaks through those things repeating, and you being synchronized to them is confirming your alignment to the universe, with your path. So what spirit wants you to know: soul, solitude, and stay connected. Okay, this is very much exactly what we're talking about, because it's like solitude, but also staying connected. So finding that balance of taking care of yourself and staying connected. So your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away. not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. And then I got this card a couple weeks ago for myself, and it said something too about like not going on a vacation, but like going to like a quiet place. Now they're making me think of that movie, A Quiet Place. Maybe you're like wanting to go to the forest or something. But doing something like going to the mountains, going to nature for soul solitude, not going on a vacation where you like are still in all this hectic energy. And then stay connected. Purple flowers could be significant or a synchronicity. Also coins, because I'm seeing a coin on this card, particularly finding dimes on the ground. Okay, stay connected. We are all born connected to spirit, often known as the divine source, yet many of us have a tendency to pull away from that connection as we journey through life in the physical world. Now is an important time to reconnect to the source. So that is so beautiful, connecting to your crown chakra, to your third eye, like we were talking about, through your daily meditative practice. And you know what? Different from the way I first took this, I feel like this is about you taking the time to be in soul solitude with your own self so that you can reconnect to spirit, and so you can start hearing what spirit is trying to tell you. Because the 3D world, with social media, everything is loud, and we are connecting to all these different energies, and we just don't even know like what is our mind anymore, and what is like what we're thinking. Yeah, Knight of Wands, finding that passion again for life, like lust for life energy. And I just lost my train of thought. I was going to say something about this, but like this is giving soul solitude, doing your daily meditative practices, doing like protective work, energetic clearing, spiritual hygiene and cleansing is important. Getting rid of other energy so that you can be clear on what's coming for you. So any last bits of guidance from spirit before we close out this reading? This has been such a great reading. Past life issue or karmic contract. I can't make this shit up. Past life. So, like we've been talking about, there's something about a past life version of you and karma with justice. You're becoming aware of something. It's like there's certain gifts or thoughts or energies that are coming online from a past life. Or there's like a karmic contract. This is a past life issue where maybe in the past life you struggle with loneliness. Maybe in a past life you struggled with the ego or pride, or being, too focused on success and not connected enough to other people. There's so many ways that could be. Maybe in a past life you didn't act on your creative ideas. You didn't act on the insights you were getting. You didn't take care of yourself, right? There's so many ways that could be, but like this is your life. This is your lifetime to fight for the best life possible. And you don't have to be in survival mode in that way. Fight with like in a fun way. Like, ooh, it's like, yeah, that's the way it's coming through. Shadow work is your golden key. So doing shadow work is very important. You are doing so much better than you think. And like I said with the 9 of Pentacles, you wouldn't have gotten the 9 of Pentacles for what guidance is available, and if you weren't already there. Like, you have such a beautiful life, and you just have to start seeing and experiencing it that way. An earth angel walking amongst lost souls. So that could be you are an earth angel, and earth angels are here to raise the consciousness of the world and others in the 3D. So with the past life issue, karmic contract, maybe in a past life you weren't able to live out this purpose of being of service to other people. So that's what's coming through here. I'm so fucking terrified I fucked up in battle. What did I just say about like the fighting but fun? So instead of fighting in a survival mode, I'm so scared I fucked up, I didn't do this right. Right, with battle, clarify that, spirit. Career or purpose, it's bigger and better than you can ever imagine. So your career or purpose is bigger and better than you can ever imagine. It's like You may have been losing some of these battles, but you're going to win the war when it comes. And you're not even losing. It's just maybe you've been struggling. The Five of Wands, I didn't mention that. The Five of Wands could be like you've just been having a hard time in your day-to-day life. Subconscious pattern. Yeah, with the past life energy, I was going to say that. And with shadow work, that's very significant. I actually I want to pull a card for that for you because I feel like that's significant. You are my number one. Nobody else makes me feel like you do. I'm with somebody else, but I can't stop thinking of you. So that could be a message for someone. Yeah, no, you're great. But if that's a message for someone, you're focused on your career and purpose, and there's somebody thinking about you. But regardless, also video games, Lana Del Rey, Heaven is a Place on Earth with You. Earth Angel, that's confirmation. You are an Earth Angel. You could hear that song, and that'll be a confirmation from Spirit, like I said. The synchronicity. So, I'm going to pull a card for the shadow work, but I wanted to add something that I don't usually add. I wanted to add the Lenormand, which is kind of like more specific when it comes to psychic predictions. So let's see what potential energy could be coming through for you in the next 2 weeks. Spirit, what is the energy for the collective they can expect? The Mountain. And I'm pretty sure, is that, oh no, that's 8 of Wands. I was about to say, is that 7 of Wands again? Oh, it's 8 of Wands. Please clarify. Yama. I'm studying Japanese, so I knew what that symbol meant. It means mountain. I got these cards in Japan. That's why there's Japanese symbols on them. What can the collective expect? Clouds. I know that this one can be about mental confusion. The Cavalier, this is about messages. News coming in. This is, I think, the 9 of Cups. Yeah, this is 9 of Cups, so maybe you're going to be getting some good news in the next 2 weeks, which is exciting. Okay, let's see. The Mountain and the Clouds, 21 and 6. Maybe your birthday is June 21st. Doesn't have to be, or that's a synchronicity. Your birthday could be February 16th as well. The Mountain and the Clouds, Lenormand. Okay. A period of heavy stagnation, deep confusion, and imposing mental blocks. It suggests you are facing a massive, seemingly impassable obstacle that is heavily clouded by doubt, worry, or lack of clarity. So this could be very much what is coming through with this, is that what I was mentioning, because the reading felt so positive, because you got act. That's what the guidance, you have to act. Maybe you've been feeling stuck. And so like the guidance says you have to act. Stop listening to your mind and staying in mental loops. That's what this shadow work is needed for. Is the ability to get out of these mental loops that are keeping you stuck. But the Mountain is Capricorn energy, earth energy. That means it's talking about like hard work of the world. Like earth energy is the slowest moving energy of the elements. So the mind is like the fastest moving in my opinion. It's like ba ba ba. So these are two very conflicting energies. And also the symbol of Neptune is coming through here. So we're going to get, because we got shadow work that came up in subconscious patterns. So I really do want to get a card for that from the shadow work deck to see what you need to work on. Potentially, oh, what was at the bottom that fell on the ground? Boss up, baby. Period. That's what's going on with you. Okay, last card. I know this is a longer reading, but it was just going so well. When she's on a roll, she's on a roll. Okay, what is the shadow work that this collective needs to focus on when it comes to their past life issue or karmic contract? What is the shadow work here, Spirit, for the collective? Thank you. Woo! Embracing uncertainty, not knowing what's next, is not failure. It's an opportunity for reinvention. So you might feel stuck right now. You might feel like things are very uncertain. But this, like things, you're reinventing. You are changing. It's time to act and start using this energy. to your benefit, not listening to the lies that your mind is telling you. Your inner light, even in the depths of shadow, your soul remains luminous. Never lose sight of it. So things are getting better. Last one. Healing takes time. Progress is not always linear. Trust that even setbacks are part of the process. And there is mountains on this card. Confirmation, another synchronicity. Codependency patterns could also be significant. Reclaiming your power, evaluating how you've been relying maybe too much on other people. And this is about like connecting to yourself, taking action on your dreams, not waiting for other people to come in and save you. You have to save yourself. You have to choose yourself. And by doing so, by doing things, like things are going to manifest for you. This is so beautiful. This is such a beautiful card too. So maybe right now the healing taking its time. In the meantime, your mind is like, nothing is changing. That's a lie. There is good news coming in. Even if like there's times within the next couple of weeks where you're like, fuck, like I thought things were getting better. Remember the balance. Things are an ebb and flow, up and down. So embrace the uncertainty. Healing takes time. Setbacks are part of the process. You're doing amazing. Even Spirit said that you are doing so much better than you think. And I love you. Have an amazing 2 weeks.